Last I checked, you are not a child. You are a grown adult. Welcome to another video. Today we talk about decentering your parents, and this is not from a place of disrespect, but this is from a place of love and also wanting some level of independence. Last I checked, you are not a child. You are a grown adult. So I don't see why you leave lifelong decisions for your parents to make. These decisions have consequences, and who gets to bear the consequences? You. So I don't see why you leave it for your parents to make. You are so psychologically dependent on your parents that you never had the chance to grow some audacity. So today we're going to be talking about decentering our parents. One thing I need you to know that you can love your parents, but you also need to outgrow them. And I need you to also know that you don't have to live out your parents' unaccomplished dreams. You can break certain rules, not out of rebellion, but so you can be independent, responsible, and accountable, so you can grow some audacity. Their discomfort does not automatically make you wrong, and your independence does not automatically make you rebellious. Look, good parenting creates good children. And good children might not necessarily be independent adults. This video is not about disrespect, it's about decentering your parents so you can be a better adult. It's about removing yourself from that consistent place of comfort. Comfort will not help you grow, and your parents have always been a very soft bed for you to fall on whenever there's been crisis. So this video is about helping you become an independent, accountable, and responsible adult. Let me start by saying something that might irritate you. Some of you were not traumatized. You were raised well, checked on, loved, deeply loved, prayed over, protected, so much so that you didn't even get the chance to grow some audacity. That's exactly why you don't know who you are. I know you didn't expect that, and the thing is, we've all been trained to think that damage only comes from abuse. We think dysfunction must be loud, must be obvious. What if the most confusing and the greatest kind of harm came wrapped in warmth, wrapped in love? What if real love, genuine love, can still cast a shadow? Have you considered something like that? Let's talk about good parenting, the kind that everyone praises, the kind that produces well-behaved children, quote unquote. The kind that society rewards, the kind that makes people with your relatives say, oh, your parents raised you so well. What if good parenting was the danger? What if good parenting was so dangerous that it made you put your parents at the bane of your existence and you did not notice it until you grew to become an adult? You started challenging certain things because you want what? Independence. You want to be your own person. And it was seen as you were being rebellious. Oh, you're going against the family patterns. We don't embarrass the family. We don't say no. We don't relocate too far. We don't marry outside a certain tribe. We don't choose some kind of careers. What if good parenting boxed you up so much that you started to look up to your parents in a very unhealthy way? What if? Let's look at it this way. Good parenting is not bad. Sometimes the shadow, the wings that you're under makes it difficult for you to be an adult early enough when you're actually supposed to become an adult. Let's look at this truth people never say out loud. You see, the child who never rebelled, never formed. Obedience is not maturity, and comfort delays identity. And sometimes love mixed with control creates a silent contract that every one of us has signed. That contract is what carried us, escorted us into adulthood. What is the shadow of good parenting? The shadow of good parenting is the hidden psychological cost of being raised well. That's what it is. The hidden psychological cost of being raised well. What you give up, what the price you pay for being raised well. The prices that we pay will be our voices, our minds, and our ability to be independent early enough. This is what happens when love feels abundant. This is what happens when your needs are met, but then your individuality is shaped to fit a certain script. This is what happens when your parents did everything right, but you, on the other hand, you still feel lost. You don't know your left from your right. You don't know what to do in the absence of the influence of your parents. And you know, that shadow came with so much love, so much affection that we did not resent it. We never even questioned it. We defend it. It comes with so much love and so much comfort. And you know that love is a beautiful thing. Comfort is a beautiful thing. But comfort at some point will cost you your ability to grow. Why? Because it looks like everything that you need is available to you, or they've made it available to you, so you don't have to work so hard to get it. Something happens in school and then you call your parents. What happens? Your parents will step in, or you have to make some decisions at work. I know what I'm saying, at work or at school, and then you wait until you hear from your parents. So in the absence of your parents, there are certain decisions you cannot make. What happens if they die abruptly? God forbid. What happens? It will take you a longer time to move on. Why? Because you made them the bane of your existence. And this is not disregarding parents in any way. This is finding your own path, your own individuality, scripting your life for yourself at an early age, as an adult, so you can have an identity, so you can be known for something. You don't want to sweep your identity under the shadow of your parents. Why? Because you want them to feel loved, or you don't want to come off as the rebellious child. I think it's better to be rebellious and have a voice than to be known as a mommy's handbag, a daddy's handbag, somebody who cannot do anything except their parents permit them or allow them to do it. Now, when your parents solve things too quickly, you do not build friction tolerance. They go ahead to pre-decide what is best for you, so you don't have the opportunity to self-define. You don't have the opportunity to know what is best for you, what is bad for you, what is better for you. Why? Because somebody already predefined and pre-decided what is best for you. If every major decision of your life was filtered through your parents' approval, who, on the other hand, practiced being you? If your career was gently or subtly influenced, if your choice of friends were greatly evaluated, if your romantic choices were monitored, and all the opinions you had were corrected, quote unquote, for your own good, who practiced being you? When did you get the chance to build capacity? When did you get the chance to grow some audacity? You never did. Why? Because mom and dad did basically everything for you. So you are consistently dependent on them to make choices for you. You consistently wait on their approval before you do certain things. With all this, how do you plan to raise your own kids? Is this what you want to pass down to them? That they should make you the bane of their own existence. They cannot be who they're supposed to be. And the beginning phases, when you try to decenter your parents, you will feel very guilty. Take it from me. You will feel very guilty. You'll feel like, oh, I'm hurting them. Oh, I don't want to disappoint them. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, you will feel it. And suddenly, your life becomes a repayment plan. This is not to say that you're not appreciative of the things that your parents did for you, but your dreams, your goals, your vision you cannot shove them aside because you want to fit into a mental picture of a perfect and a good child that your parents have in their head. Not everyone is meant to be a doctor. Not everyone is meant to be a lawyer. But it would surprise you to know that at some families, you see, if you're not a doctor or a lawyer in that family, you're not regarded as anything. If you lean towards your creative energy, you're seen as the outcast. What if you are called to do something different, but because of your approval or opinions of your parents, you miss out. You miss out on being who you were called to be. You miss out on reaching the multitude of people you were called to reach out to. Why? Because you're so scared of disappointing your parents. At one point in your life, let me come closer. At one point in your life, you will have to disappoint your parents from a place of love. Did you get that? From a place of love, you will have to disappoint them. Otherwise, you wake up at 30, 35 and discover that you never truly lived. You never truly lived out your full potential. Why? You were scared of breaking out. You were scared of being seen as the odd one. You were scared of being seen as the rebellious one. You just wanted to conform. That's your decision to make, but you have to grow up to learn to be an independent adult. Your parents do not have to feel comfortable with every decision that you make. As long as it's good, right? As long as it's good, I'd always say this to create a balance. As long as it's good, as long as it's something that does not have negative repercussions on you, they do not always have to feel comfortable. They will not always feel comfortable with your choices, and that is good. Take your parents off the center of your life. They cannot and should not be the bane of your existence. I'll see you in my next video.